Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession. Garuba the pass to Campazzo. Here's the screen. Pass to Musa. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Brooks outside. Shields. No good there off the double clutch. Here's Campazzo. Musa passes to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Brooks covering. From downtown. Drops in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Wasted no time on that one.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Musa can't hit. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Back to Brooks. Lets it go from deep. It's deflected. And they're moving it up. Ball stolen. And he drives in. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Garuba. Pocket 6. Pass to Musa. Jacks up a 3. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Balmora. The 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Garuba the pass to Musa. There's the pick. Pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Brooks covering. Stripped it away. On the wing, Brooks. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. 1:31 left to play here in the first. Musa with the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Brooks with no one around. No good from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Musa. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. From the arc. Still a very tough night shooting for him. That makes him 1 for 8 now.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Shields from beyond the arc, and then some. He's got 6.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Pass to Balmora. Takes a 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward. Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Shields. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
For the away team, Shields.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Huey. Here's the 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. We're at the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. And back in a moment as we'll get. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. There's the 3. Lasagna's shot is off. Here's Cozier. A 3-ball. A rebound by Hazania.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And really deep through that time. Ibaka's got himself on the board with 3 there.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Mirotic, the screen. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Ibaka outside. Here's Hazania. The 3-pointer, no good. Here's Cozier. Hasn't made one yet. To the wing on the left. And the 3-ball is good.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Ibaka outside. Here's Hazania. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Hazania's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. A 3 for Mirotic. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here's Ibaka. Here's Huey from past the arc. Cranes the 3-pointer.
Bringing that 3-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Here's Cozier. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To the paint, and he jams it with authority.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Into the lane. Oh, and he misses the dunk. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Fires the 3. Here's McCormick, and he dunks it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And now, here's Hazonia. Latre does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. 1:24 left here in the second. Let's go. Deck pulls it in. Ibaka for 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. There's a good screen. Quizer passes to Mirotic. Sinks the three-pointer. Mirotic has got 6 points in the quarter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Hits it from three-point range.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Six to shoot. Here's Musa. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Balmore. Out to the right wing. Shields drops one in from the wing. He's got 10.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. That'll do it for the first half. Up by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
You take a look at the visitors. They played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the visiting team. That'll do it for our show.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's Musa in at the two guard. And they're pushing it up.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Shields. Good on the three-point shot.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Musa. He's got 6. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Alley-oop try. That's tipped. He's got a clear path. Shields pins the shot with nobody near him.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
The steal. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. There's the triple. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over to the wing. Here's Musa. Misses the chippy right there.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Count that bucket. Brooks has got his first 2 points.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Musa. And again, unable to change momentum here.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Right wing. Shields hands it from downtown. He's got 19.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
To the inside. Here's Garuba. Pass to Tavares. Fires for 3. It doesn't go for him.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy, and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Campazzo, the pass to Musa. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Musa's got 9.
Hey, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Almaro's shot is off.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Rebound by Tavares.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Campazzo. Stolen by Brooks. A solo fast break. Fires from deep. Oh, good on that one. Brooks has gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Musa. Buries the long-range jumper. Musa's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
Team foul.
Both teams changing it up here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Azania. Misses the 3. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Assistant.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Huey, and it's Deck in at the 3 spot. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Buries it from 3-point range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Huey. McCormick with the rebound. Huey's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Whoops, they pick off the pass. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Hazonia with the ball. Now guarded by Mirotic. And Ibaka slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Here's Quizaire. No good on the 3. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Lasagna, the pass to Ibaka. And the lead is down inside single digits. Ibaka's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Swiped away. From outside the arc, drills the three-pointer.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Pass to Azania, beyond the arc. McCormick with the rebound. Azania's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from long range to fall for him here. Inside, and Ibaka slams it in.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. McCormick passes to Mirotic. The three-pointer is right on target.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth. Pass to Azania for 3. It's good from long range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
From deep. Drills it from outside. Azania's got 6 here in this quarter.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop it. That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Musa. Here's Deck. Stolen. Launches a 3. Sinks the triple. 25 points in the game.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Down low to the right side. Lock at 6. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point territory. No good.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and then he puts the lead to double digits. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
They get the rebound. Pass to Ibaka. Bangs home the trifecta. And so the road team gets the W in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that's what they want to do. Get them open looks early.
Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's De Silva, and he dunks it down.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Here's Musa. There's a screen from Garuba from behind the arc. Back to Campazzo. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Pass to De Silva. They set the pick. Unloads. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. Fires in the triple. 6 points for him.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Tries it from the top of the key. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
The three. He can't get that one to fall. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. Buries it from 3.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
With gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Inside. And they're on the break. Here's Deck. Edwards pulls it in. And they're on the run. They get it again. Pass to De Silva. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance. De Silva's got 5 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Musa. Tries the spin move. There's a screen from Garuba. It's picked off. And they're pushing it up. Pass to De Silva. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Lets the three fly. Hits a three-pointer. Give him 8.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Musa. 6 points for him. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. There's 53 seconds left in the opening quarter. The three. His first miss. 3 for 4 in this contest now. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to De Silva. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter here. And here's the fast break. Here's Musa. He's off on that one.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Nails it from 3.
Number 7, 3.
From downtown, no good. Would have counted had it gone. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort, defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Crafty move. Inja grabs the miss. No good from outside. It's stolen. Here's Hazonia. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
They set a pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
First personal foul.
On Friday, then on Tuesday.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Count it. Good.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Lets it fly. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. Pass to Inja. Ibaka with it. No made baskets yet. Screen by Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Counted from distance.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Fast break, here we go. Oh, there's the alley. And here they come. The three is up. It's tipped. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Hazonia. Shoots. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. From the arc. Doesn't go for him. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
Puts it up. No good, off the front rim.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
To the paint. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Outside Napier. Outside for Booker. Misses the three.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
For three. Injai grabs the miss. Injai's got 4 rebounds now. .58 seconds left in the half. Outside Napier. Just 5 on the clock. It's good from the top of the key. He's got 7.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second. He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Azonia. Here's the three. Oh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Out to the wing. Here's the pick. Launches it. Pure from 3-point range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Leading by just 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when...
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. Trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of airport toilet.
And that's it for halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the 2. Shot from the wing. Yes, on the jumper.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo, guarded by Edwards. There's the drive, and that one is hammered home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Edwards. Can't nail the jumper. Here's Musa, guarded by Edwards. Deck passes to Garuba. To the inside. Snatched away. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Garuba with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Musa. And the jumper is on the mark. He's got 11. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Pass to De Silva. Knocks it loose. In transition, here they come. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's Edwards outside. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Campazzo, guarded by Edwards. And there's the lob. Pass to Garuba. 4 on the clock. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Lets it go from deep. On target from range.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's Musa. 11 points in the game. There's a screen from Garuba. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's De Silva. 5 points in the game. Hands it from the wing. De Silva's got 7 points. De Silva's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Campazzo, guarded by Edwards. Garuba. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to De Silva. Takes the 3. The shot off that time. .103 left in the third quarter. With the fadeaway. Can't hit that one.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Knocks down the triple. Campazzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
.27 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. It's good from about 19 feet. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Musa. And they're running. Three-pointer. Deck with a rebound. With 1 on the clock. No good there. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Azonia. In transition. launches a three. Gets the three ball to go.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
From outside the arc, hits the trifecta.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own.
Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Knocks it down from distance.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Beyond the arc. No good. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
At the line for the away team. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Napier. He's closely guarded. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Clock at 6. It's intercepted. And there's a pick. Ibaka for three. And he can't get that one. And Booker with the jam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
With a healthy advantage, they're looking confident.
And could boost their lead to double digits here, too.
Booker with a screen on Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. 4-3. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Screen by Ibaka. No good on the three.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
To the middle. The steal. Here's Hazonia. He buries it from three.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter here. Drills it from deep.
And just a painful blow right there. I mean, eyeing the lead, they give up a big triple.
And as soon as they splashed that bomb, the air just went right out of the building. Total deflation.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. You got to attack when you have that chance.
Picked it out of midair. Up top, Ibaka. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Napier. Left side, Booker. And a miss there on the triple.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Gets the three to fall.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
They set the pick. There's the three. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Garuba. Over to the wing. Here's Hazonia. Kept alive. Let's go with a three. Oh, the trifecta! 8 seconds left in the fourth. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so it's a victory.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Good on the triple.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Balmore. Shoots the three. The offensive rebound. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And that one is stuffed right through.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And here comes the break. Back to Brooks. Six on the shot clock. Shields. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Edwards looking it over. Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now here's Brooks. Pass to Balmore. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
Edwards against Brooks. Edwards, the bounce pass. From outside, off the mark.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
It's hauled in by Edwards.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Brooks driving the lane, off on the layup.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Pass to Balmore. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The first one falls.
Taking two shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Shields. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lobbed up there for Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Shields drives to the hoop, and a strong finish with two hands.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
And Mirotic has it in the corner. From the line, here's McCormick, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Gozer. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Napier feeling it out a bit. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. On Tuesday and then on Wednesday. Napier covering. The high post shot. Here's Gozer. Takes the three. Poked away. And here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And there's the drive. Count the basket.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Napier with it. They set the pick. Three-pointer. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Mirotic the screen. Napier covering. Connects from three-point range. He has 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Tries the spin move. Scores off the spin.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Napier covering. Outside Mirotic. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Booker looking around. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Bounce pass Napier. Three-pointer. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. There's the pick. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Number 7. First personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
0. 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
A 3 for Mirotic. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. And here we go. Booker heading to the hoop. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. Here's Mirotic. That shot misses. Good D by Booker.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
To the inside. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Mirotic. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You take a look at the visitors. You really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the visiting team.
We often talk about it.
Thank you for being with us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Balmore. Brooks outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Pass to De Silva. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Can't nail the jumper. Shields. Edwards defending. Shields. The quick look, no good that time. Down low. Now Edwards. Five to shoot. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Number 7.
He's got 7.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Drops in the layup for 2.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pet.
Edwards gone 2 of 3 from the floor. For the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Now here's Edwards. Here's De Silva.
Home team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the away team.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Puts up a three. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
It's tipped. Out to the right wing. Lucic driving in, and that one drops.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Brooks outside. Six to shoot. It's stolen by Edwards.
And how about the anticipation? Just sniff that one out, knew exactly when to make the move.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Shields. That three off the mark. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's the screen. Driving inside. Lays it up and banks it in. 7 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Brooks. He has yet to score. Shields. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Edwards against Brooks. Pass to De Silva. This one for 3. The shot that time not on target. De Silva's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far to the wing right side. They set the screen.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
It's the 3-point bomb. Shields. They grab their own miss. Here's Palmaro. And the 3 off target. Pass to Edwards. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Pass to De Silva. There's the drive, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's good from long range.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Back to Edwards. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Fast break. Here they come. Rob. Goes up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Lucic takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Mirotic, the pass to McCormick. Lets it go with the 3. Cans it from downtown.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Driving to the basket. Off target at the rim. Edwards gone 2 for 5 tonight. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
Checking in for your home team, number 32, Shields.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And he banks in the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Coming on the floor for the away team, number
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Shields. And it's good off the back rim and in. He's got 24. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Edwards defending. Outside Mirotic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shields bangs home the trifecta.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Pass to Edwards. With the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
It's up a 3. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. .26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A truly...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. Here's Campazzo. Brooks defending. Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And he drives in. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. Campazzo, the pass to Deck. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Fires from the wing. Here's Balmaro to the wing on the left. And he lobs it up top. Hey, great communication on the lob.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. I love it.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Connects from downtown.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Campazzo. Brooks defending. Inside. And here's the fast break. Here's Deck. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
That three's off the mark. Here's Musa.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the shot goes down. He's got 7.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Pass to Garuba. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Deck with a rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the first. Garuba passes to Deck. The 3 ball. That one doesn't drop. From deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Musa tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Knocks down the long J.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Will it go? Brooks with the rebound.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Pass to Balmaro. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Can't hit the corner 3. Here's Deck out to the right wing. Here's Musa. Sends it home from three-point land. Give him 8. From deep. Sinks the tray.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And it's all from three-point range. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. They're up by 4. And back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Azonia. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. On Sunday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Here he goes. First shot won't go.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Screen by Ibaka. To the paint. Ball stolen.
Away team ball.
They've been behind for a few minutes now.
And I think that's about to change.
They're running. Pulls up for 3. It's not going to go for him. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Drops in the 3. Ibaka's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Fires it. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Assisted by Yui.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. There's a screen. Can they get it? He drops it from range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
To the inside. Cuts off the pass. Goes up from the top of the key, and he hits the jumper. He's got 5. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Azonia. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. The shot. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Fires the 3. Drains the triple.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
There's a screen, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Fires from deep. The shot by Azonia, no good. 1:56 left to play in the half. Mirotic can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
There's the triple. Drops in the 3. Njai's got his first 3 points of the game.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Fires for 3. Buries it from 3.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
1:19 left to play in the first half. to the middle. Six on the shot clock with the drive. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to McCormick. To the left side wing. Mirotic connects from downtown. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Balmaro. "35 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Garuba with a rebound. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. To the right side.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look. You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Pass to Musa. Here's Campazzo. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
Okay, fellas. Thanks as always.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The visitors with the ball, trailing by 5. Here's Hezonja. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
They set the screen. The 3 is up. Can't get it to go. Shooting 6 for 12 from the field now. To the paint. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Out to the right wing. The 3. And Hezonja pulls it down.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And there's the screen. Puts up a 3. The shot no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Nails it from 3. 19 points in the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Campazzo. Brooks defending. Lets it go. Musa, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
From outside the arc. That one won't go. That's his 8th miss out of 15 shots.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity. No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
First personal foul, first team foul. Substitution for the away team.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Pulls it. No good that time.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
motion. Here they come. Here's Campazzo. Offensive rebound. Pass to Garuba. Here's Deck. Shot clock at 5. Here's Musa. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Now here's Brooks. Defense right on him. Takes it inside, and he jams it home with authority.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Garuba. For the tie. He got a piece of it. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Garuba with a rebound.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Out left to the wing. Here's Campazzo. Brooks defending. Musa, good. He's got 11.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Brooks outside. There's a screen. Over to the left wing. Here's Balmaro. 5 points in the game. Oh, wow! And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Campazzo. And that misses. That would have put him up. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 22.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Here's Musa. Tipped. And they'll get another chance. Back to Deck. Second shot opportunity. That shot, no good.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Fires for 3. Pass to Balmaro. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in. Got it up. Can't get it to drop. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. To the left wing, Ibaka for 3. McCormick with a rebound. McCormick's got 4 rebounds now. They set a pick. Down low. Robbed! Here's Hazonia. Nice shot from the wing.
Assist goes to Ibaka.
Fires from deep. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
You have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
It's stolen away. Launches it. And Hazonia pulls it down.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's the pick. Off target from outside. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
Just 4 to shoot. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
3-pointer off the mark. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And there's a pick. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Two minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the game. Inside. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And Azonia pulls it down. Here's Inja. Throws it up high. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the 3-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Ibaka for 3. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
1:11 left in the final quarter. Launches a 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any chance of a comeback. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly look to want it more than their opponent.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
From behind the arc. And there's the rejection. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J. There's 38 seconds left to play in the 4th. Pass to Mirotic. From deep. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Here's Mirotic. Fires away from way outside. Off target. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Tavares in at the 5 down low. From downtown, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Musa. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Edwards, no good. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Tavares. Wide open shot is on the money.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Lucic. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Musa. A three ball. Good on the three-point shot. Musa's got 5.
3 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Here's De Silva. They need this. At the elbow, Edwards. And here we go. Pass to Musa. Here's Garuba. They set the pick. Puts the move on. Here's Tavares. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Takes a three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Here's De Silva. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. For the three. And Garuba pulls it down. Here's Deck. Here's Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Hits it from three-point range. Garuba's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's De Silva. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Deck. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's De Silva. Spins. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Musa. They get it back.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. It's stolen by Edwards. And they're on the break. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Deck. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
De Silva with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
There's a screen. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. They lead by 1. And will. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
It's intercepted. We've got Hezonja, and it's Njai in a power forward.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Fires for 3. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do. Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Bounce pass Napier. Giffey, Hezonja defending. 5 on the clock. From deep. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Huey. He gets that one. Huey's got his first basket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Booker kicks to Napier. Booker outside. Right wing. Giffey, Hazonia defending. This one for three. Pass to Napier. Tries the spin move. Converts after the nice spin.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Hazonia. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Out to the wing. Giffey, Hazonia defending. Pass to Napier, and the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
And now, here's Hazonia. He's tightly guarded. Here's Njai, uncovered. Rebound by Napier.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Pass to Booker. Back to Napier. Takes the three. They get it back. Booker. Giffey, Hazonia defender. Offensive rebound. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Njai. Ibaka outside. Pass to Hazonia. Launches a three. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two for LaFleur. And here's Booker. Now here's Napier. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Booker looking around. Drops in the tray. Booker's got 5.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shoots the three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Giffey beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
Hey, fellows, I'm just wondering your thoughts on how these teams stack up.
Well, I'm a big fan of stacking things. Title. They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open. It's enjoyable to watch. Especially for those of us who are brought up.
Thanks for spending half.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Leading by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Edwards can't hit. And it's Campazzo in at the 1. And he goes in for the dunk.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. To the right side. Off target from outside. A tight game here in Utah. Stolen away. There's the lob to the hoop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Edwards, the bounce pass. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 6.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Musa. He has 5. Pass to De Silva. A finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's De Silva. There's the pick. The 3. Rebound by Tavares. Pass to Musa.
Home team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pulls it up. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Musa's got 7 points in the game. Musa's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Outside Edwards. Pass to De Silva. There's the screen. Lets it go from deep. And Campazzo pulls it down.
2 minutes.
Here's Garuba. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Count that one. He's got 9.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Deck. And it's all evened up.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Swiped it away. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Tavares passes to Garuba. Inside for the lead. And no good that time. Pass to De Silva. Fires the 3. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's De Silva, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Campazzo. Edwards defending. Over to the wing. Lock at 6. The shot by Deck, no good. 30 seconds left in the third. Pass to Edwards. 19 seconds left to play here in the third. Lets the 3 fly. Musa grabs the miss. Fast break. Here we go. For three. A nice shot by Campazzo. Campazzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. They're up by three. And we're coming. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They set the pick. Here's Huey. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
They've got Huey, and it's Hezonja in at the three.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Screen by Ibaka. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's De Silva. Pass to Edwards. To take the lead. The shot misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game...
Oh!
Wow.
Gotta love that one.
Wow.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Hezonja on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Booker. Out to the right wing. Napier feeling it out a bit. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Those mid-range looks will be there for him. Nice work to capitalize.
Hezonja on the wing. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. From outside the arc, and he's good on the three ball.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Napier with it. Lobbed up there for Booker, and a dunk by Booker.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Napier covering. It's Hezonja in the corner. Ibaka outside. The shot. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Giffen. And that one goes long. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
And the emotions of these fans right now boiling over after that shot.
Here's Njai. And a miss there on the triple. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Ibaka right side. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Knocks down the trifecta. Napier covering. It falls.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Ibaka.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Can they tie? Oh, yes, he can! Yes, he can!
The buzzer, that's why he's that dude.
Yeah.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime, and we'll return shortly. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. We've got Hezonja, and it's Garuba in at the 4. Jacks up a 3, sinks the triple. Booker outside. There's the pick. To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Up the floor. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Offline with his 3.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Hezonja kicks to Tavares. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba from the arc. 7 for 9 now with that miss. Now shooting 78% from the floor. Now here's Booker to the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. Okay, great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Pass to Musa. Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Shot clock at 6. Giffey. To the wing right side. No good with the triple. Pass to Musa. Here's Tavares. Here's Garuba. Knocked away. And here they come. by himself.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
This is how you completely steal the momentum. It's clear who is in control of the game right now.
Tobias passes to Jack. It's good. That was a big one. You can hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the triple. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Garuba the pass to Jack. Fires it up. Got it! And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but
Basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's De Silva, off target from the wing. Brooks the pass to Bolmaro. Lets it go from deep. Outside for Brooks. They set the screen. Jacks up a three. Doesn't go that time. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Spins. Shot on the wing. To the wing on the left. Six to shoot. Counted from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. From the arc. Hits the trifecta.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Takes a three. De Silva with a rebound. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Gets to the corner and hits it.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Let's go with a three. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Four on the clock. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Bolmaro passes to Brooks. Pass to Bolmaro. There's a screen. Three-pointer, no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
To the middle. Outside for Brooks. Lets it fly. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
27 seconds left in the first quarter.
There are only two players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Pass to De Silva. Back to Edwards. Up and over Brooks. No good on his first attempt of the game. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of this. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Now here's Napier, tightly guarded. And he buries his first look.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Off target from three-point range. And there's the screen. Shoots. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Five on the clock. The three. They get it back. And a two-handed jam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. For three, the putback off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Mirotic. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 5.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Sends it home from three-point land.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Tries the spin move. 1:51 left in the first half of this one. Releases. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. And a nice finish on the layup.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Booker for 3. Fires in the triple. Booker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Right wing. Fires the 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Outside Napier. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, they pick off the pass. To the wing, right side. Pass to McCormick. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's good for 2.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Here's Napier. Three seconds left. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so that's the end of the first half. Up 6. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
You take a look at the home team. They're a club that nobody wants to face right now. A lot of people thought they'd be outside the playoff picture. Well, think again. The way they're playing, they look like the team to beat.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the visiting team. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Brooks. No points yet. They set the pick. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
There's the triple. The kick out to Edwards. Off the mark there with a 3. Got a piece of it. All alone on the break. Oh, had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't make the 3.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Down low, down to 5 on the shot clock.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's De Silva. There's a screen. Out to the wing. They get the rebound. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. De Silva's got his second basket.
Well, they get 1 to drop. A little relief after 4 straight misses to start the half.
For the tie. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Driving inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. 14 points for him.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Balmaro grabs the board.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Takes the 3 and his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
They set the pick. Driving in, and the layup is good off the glass.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
13 feet out, and he comes up with a bucket. 19 points in the game.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
Edwards looking it over. And he drops it in from the low post. Edwards got his first points in this one. .27 seconds left in the third quarter. A tight game here in Utah. up and powers it through.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Into the lane. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight. You really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
With both hands.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Pass to Mirotic. Sinks it from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Outside Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Drops one in from the wing.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Guarded by Edwards. 4-3. Five to shoot. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here comes the break. Five on the clock. Got it. Good job in the low post. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Mirotic. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Napier. Not a lot of room. Count it.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Napier's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. He drops it from range. He's got 24.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And there's the screen. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
A minute 9 left in the fourth. The offensive rebound. The home team calls timeout. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break, and he was emphatic in telling his players not to let up at this point. He told them to stay active on defense and contest every single shot. He said, quote, "We worked too hard to get this lead. Let's protect it," trying to keep them focused down the stretch.
Thanks for that, Allie. 46 seconds left in the final quarter. Unable to get that one. There's the three. Offensive board.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
On target from range. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost towards.